Hey Kennedy, this is Miss Tracy. So let's look at these problems, or these two problems that you sent me. So what we have to do is use what we have here to sub in, and what you want to look for is the one that you're already given. That's going to tell you which one of these equations you want to use. And since this one with the RP is already given, then you want to sub into RPTP, okay? That's what you're looking for. So RP, let me do this in a different color. RPTP is equal to 600. All right, we know that RP is 5RC, so I'm going to put that in there, 5RC. And then for TP, I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to subtract TC from both sides. And then that becomes TP is equal to 15 minus TC. So now I have a value to sub in for TP. So 15 minus TC is equal to 600. Okay, so then I multiply 5 times 15, that's going to be 75. So 75 RC. And then 5 RC times TC, that's going to be minus 5 RC TC is equal to 600. Well, we know what RCTC is. It's 105. See that? So you've got that commonality there. So we're going to sub that in. So now we're just going to multiply this. So 75 RC minus 5, that's 500, and 5 times 5 is 25, so that's 525 is equal to 600. That's a 0. So we add 525 to both sides, and we get 75 RC is equal to 1,125. So then we just divide both sides by 75. And I cannot do that in my head. It's just been one of those days. I gotta get my calculator up. But that's what we're doing. We're looking for substitution values, and you always want to pick the one that you're given, and then that's the one you solve for with the whatever this equation is. That you pick the TP that goes with that. That's how you know what to do. So 1125 divided by 75 is 15. So RC is equal to 15. All right, so now that we know what RC is, right, RP is 5 times RC. So RP, 5 times 15. So RP is equal to, that's 50 plus 5, that's 75. Or 50 plus 25 is 75. So there's RP and there's RC. So now from this, we can find, let's see if we can't find TP. So if RP is 75, 75 times TP was equal to 600, right? So if we divide both sides by 75, then TP is going to be equal to, see, so that would be 6, that'd be 8, I do believe. Yeah, because 8 times 5 is 40, carry the 4. 8 times 7 is 56, plus 4 would be 60. So yeah, that's 8. So if TP is 8, TP plus TC is 15, right? So TP plus TC is equal to 15. So if this is 8 plus TC, then TC is going to be equal to 7. So there's all your values: RC, TP, RP, and TC. Okay, you see how that kind of works? Let's do the other one. Clear the page here. All right, so here's the other one. We got R1, T1, R2, T2. So we are given R1's value. And so that means we're going to solve using R1, T1. So R1, T1 is 120. So we're going to take the value of R1, which is 2 times R2. And for T1, we're going to subtract to get the value of T1. So minus T2 minus T2. T1 is equal to 6 minus T2. So that's what we're going to put in. 6 minus T2, and that equals 120. So now we multiply. We get 12 times R2 minus 2 R2 T2 is equal to 120. So now we know what R2 T2 is. It's 120 also. So 12 R2 minus 2, 120. If I subtract, or actually if I add 240 to both sides, 12 times R2 is equal to 360. So if I divide both sides by 12, R2 is equal to 30. So then from there you would sub everything back in. So if R1 is 2 times R2 and R2 is 30, then R1 is 60, right? So that would be R1 is 60 and R2 is 30. Now if R1 is 60, 2 times 60 is 120. So T1 has to be 2. And if R2 is 30, 4 times 30 is 120. So this has to be 4 times 30 is 120, and 2 times 60 is 120. So you can do that one without having to go to do much more work. That one was pretty straightforward. So you can see how you get there, right? You see how to solve those types of problems. Whatever one it gives you, that's going to be the problem that you use, and then you're going to solve this part for the other, for the T1, the other part or the other partner, or I should say the other factor, or in the pair of factors that you have right here. So those are the things that you're looking for. You're looking for the one that's already given, and then you solve this for the other one that matches it, that goes with it. And then you drop them both in and solve until you can solve no more. All right, and that's all we had. I hope that that clears all that up and that gives you some steps that you can follow. If you still have questions, please let me know. Bye for now.